and namely that is our new Mahara Mobile application. We've been fortunate to have had support from our front-end developers on that in order to make it happen. Because in the past we've had Mahara Droid and Portfolio app, Mahara Droid for Android and Portfolio app for Apple devices. And they had been around for quite some time already. And so we thought it is time to give them an update and build them on a more modern platform. And also actually just have one application instead of two different ones. And that's where Mahara Mobile was born. And really the purpose of the app is to be complementary to a Mahara instance, because all modern Mahara versions are responsive, so they can be viewed on any device, on any screen size, and adapt to the size of the device. Therefore, it is not necessarily really required to have a mobile app in order to view portfolios, to comment on portfolios, and even to upload portfolio content or create content there. However, what we can't do with the website is have it allows learners to collect their evidence offline, or when they just want to use their phone and have that available rather than always just for using the website. And that's where Mahara Mobile comes in and has come in already in the past for that. Where Mahara Mobile really comes in is as complementary tool to the website, so that students can collect evidence just using their smartphones or tablets and take advantage of the evidence collection even when they are not online, or work with the regular tools that are available to them on their smartphones. Under Android, it is of course easier because you can share more things than under iOS, but still it is possible to share videos and images as well. So initially we had the application only available for Android because we needed to go through the Apple approval process, but I'm happy to report that that is now done as well. So you can actually download the applications for Android and also Apple. Oops. So let me just post the link in here. So that's the Apple one. And then we've got the Android one. So that the two most favorite platforms are supported. And the application is really, really simple to use, because all you have to do is, once you've downloaded it, to give it the address of your Mahara site. And in this case, it needs to be a Mahara 16.10 site, because we updated some APIs in order to change the authentication methods around and allow authentication also using external authentication methods like LDAP, single sign-on, and also the connection via Moodle, and therefore it is not compatible with older versions. So it needs the new version that we've just released with, 16.10. And once you've put the URL to your Mahara site in and click the tap the next button, you'll be presented with all the login options that your Mahara site offers. So if you have single sign-on enabled, it'll show that. If you have local login, that is LDAP, and also internal Mahara authentication, then you can use that. Or if you want to connect to Moodle, you do need to provide the access token. And that then needs to be enabled in the Mahara site so that students can actually create their own tokens and then paste them in here. And then when you're logged in, the application basically only consists of three screens: the user screen, add, and pending. So we really kept it very simple. On the user screen, you see as whom you are logged in, and you can log out again and log in as somebody else. And what you can also do by simply swiping down is to synchronize your account. So if you've added tags in the meantime on your Mahara site, if you swipe down, it synchronizes those over. or if you changed your profile picture, then it'll also synchronize that, or the name of your Mahara site and all those things. So that's all happening on the screen. The next most important screen, though, is the add screen, where you can upload files or add journal entries. Uploading files, as I already mentioned, works differently depending on the device that you have. If you have an iOS device, you can only upload images and video, but you can connect to your iCloud account and also get files from there. If you're on Android, you have more freedom and can essentially still access any files that are on your device. And you can also access external repositories. So if you have Google Drive set up, for example, you can also choose a file from there and then upload it directly into your Mahara instance. And so that makes it...
Kristina, was there another step with the server? Is there something we need to change on our end to access it? Because when I've tried to get in here, it says that our server is wrong. Is that something that if we wanted to have our students use this app, we'd need to have something be changed on that end?
Yes, you will need Mahara 16.10, and currently on 16.04. So you don't have to actually change anything on the server, Heather. All you have to do is enable the new mobile APIs in the Mahara site, and then make sure that the respective web services are allowed. And there is a little wizard of just turning those on. But yes, you're currently not on the version that allows you to use that mobile app.
Got it.
Kristina?
Yeah?
Is there a time frame for 16.10.1 to come out? Because our tech folks I don't know, they don't want to go to a 0.0 upgrade. They want to wait until...
Sure. We haven't made a decision on that yet, but it might be likely to come out before Christmas or shortly after. I'll have to check with the team. We do have a few higher importance things on there that we saw in the 0.0 release, so it would be good to get those out. Yeah, I'll check, and then maybe we'll even get it out before Christmas.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the smart evidence and the mobile, but I have to wait until our tech folks are comfortable upgrading.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully we'll, I'll check after our meeting, and then I can send out a quick email to you, Keith. So uploading is very easy. On Android, you're not restricted to images, videos, but you can also upload PDFs or audio files and the like. And then once you've uploaded the pictures or the files, they are being added to the pending screen. And on that screen, you see all the things that are awaiting to be uploaded to your Mahara site. There you'll also have the possibility to change tags or add tags and descriptions, change the file titles for any files that you have added to Mahara Mobile. And for journal entries, you can also still make adjustments to them. And then you simply tap the upload button, and it'll go up into your Mahara instance. So currently the versions that we have in the app stores have all that. Our developer has already been working on making some enhancements. For example, having a spinning icon so that you see which upload is currently uploading, because when you upload right now, it's just doing it without giving you a visual indicator. And the version that we have now already in the Android store also supports translations, and it is available in English and German. But if you'd like to add more languages, then that can certainly be done. So Ellie, that could be something that maybe one of your students want to look into. There are only about 69 language strings, so it's not really a lot, and only takes a few minutes to create them. Then you can send them to us, and we can upload them and make them available through the application. Or any other language that you're interested in.
A question about the upload, Kristina.
Mm-hmm.
Can you target where in your file folders that you might have set up on your Mahara account where the files are uploaded to, or does it go to a standard location?
At the moment, it goes to a standard location, but that is something that we do want to change. The big goal of Mahara Mobile was that we make it possible for anybody to log in, no matter what authentication method they have, because that was a pretty big deterrent for the previous applications, since you did need to have an internal Mahara user account in order to actually access it and upload things to your Mahara site. And then we ported as many functionalities over that we could in order to get this first iteration out. But there are definitely a number of things that we would like to improve, including, for example, having audio recordings available so that you just tap the audio recording button also on iOS, which is generally more difficult, and then be able to upload those. Yeah, and that is basically it. I already posted the links into the chat. I'll make the slides available as well so that you can simply download on those buttons and check out the application yourself. If you want to give it a go, but don't yet have a Mahara site and testing or development server that has been upgraded, you can use master.dev.mahara.org in order to give it a go, connect to it, and see what it looks like and how it works for you. Do you have any questions, Bas? Keith, were it actually possible to give Bas the microphone as well if he wanted to speak?
I set it up so all participants have microphone rights.
Oh, great, thank you.
Yes. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Bas, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not very into Adobe Connect, so I'm always listening. But I have a question because we just have a 16.10 test site put on, but I'm still trying to figure out how to connect the Mahara mobile to it, because we only have that the students have to sign in Moodle, and from there they can go to Mahara, not the other way around. And sometimes it's very not clear for them, because they come into the Mahara sign-in site, but they cannot, because we don't have the application set up on that site. So is that a problem to get the mobile version of the Mahara Mobile working?
No, it isn't.
We need to
It is not a problem at all.
Okay.
Bas, can you please mute your microphone because I'm getting a feedback there. You might not have a headset on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. It's not a problem at all because let me just get the screen for you. What you would do in the case of Moodle is when you are in the extensions where you set up the mobile API, you would need to take the or you would need to flip the switch for manual token generation as well, and then students can go to their user account and set up a token. Let me get to that. And once they've set up their token, when they go to settings and then apps, they simply copy and paste that token into the Mahara Mobile app where it said on that first screen after they provided the URL, they would go to paste access token. Oops, where's my arrow? Seem to have trouble moving the arrow. Down here, paste an access token, and then they are connected. And so they can use it with Moodle as well.
So Bassus students would log into Moodle. From there, they would get into their Mahara account, and then they would generate the token there once they're in Mahara.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And same thing would go for you then, Keith, with your Moodle instance.
Well, actually, we've got both LDAP and Moodle integration set up on our
perfect.
Mahara. So, and one is the child of the other, so that it's not generating duplicate accounts. So
yeah. Then
yes,
you can log in via local login. Yep, that will be fine.
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for this?